It's the gold medal match. Another look at how the compound junior men made their way into the finals as Curtis Broadnax defeated his teammate in the semifinals. And now we'll face him. So we introduce you to one more athlete competing. It's Curtis Broadnax in his own words.
I've been involved in archery since I would say 5 years old. I got a toy bow. When I was 6, my dad realized I was left-eye dominant, so he switched me over to left-handed. And then I started tournament archery in 2015. It's so addicting. I mean, the good shots keep you coming back, and the good experiences, and with your friends and family and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. I shoot about 6 days a week, especially now since we're shooting all the time. Trying to shoot the best we can for tournaments. I play high school golf for my school. Both of them are definitely 90% mental. You got that right, and I think it's more the fact of pushing yourself, because both of them you push yourself to do better in both of them, and I guess that's what keeps me coming back.
Curtis Broadnax is the compound junior men world champion.
I won the outdoor junior world championship, so that'd be awesome to have both titles at one time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field of play for the compound junior men's gold medal final. Shooting on target number 2 for the championship of the world in the junior men's compound category, please welcome from the United States of America, Curtis Broadnax. And here comes his opponent. Shooting on target number 1 for the gold medal, representing Denmark, please welcome Simon Olsen. 15 arrows shot under the supervision of World Archery International judge Ahmed Rushdie will decide which of these junior competitors will become the champion of the world and who will settle for silver here at the World Archery Indoor Championship, South Dakota, United States of America. Mr. Broadnax of the United States will shoot first on target 2. Spectators, please turn the flash off on your cameras.
All right, welcome back to the booth. I'm Greg White, sitting next to Stefan Hansen, ranked number 1 in the world from Denmark, 22 years old. Number 1 in the world as we get ready for this compound junior men's gold medal match. USA's Curtis Broadnax starts us off.
10. Donut.
9. 10.
Whack it, man.
The 900 looks like 10 from here.
Nice and smooth.
10, 9 boys.
Last 9. A little bit low. Hey.
Masser af tid. Arbejde med skuddet hele vejen. Masser af tid. Ja. Giv den 2 klik ned. Giv den 2 klik ned.
I think the problem here is that they both shooting a trigger and having a little nerves that they cannot aim in the middle, so they aim right under the middle. The problem is if they change the side, at some point they might want to aim in the middle and then they're gonna miss high instead. So it's.
So we have a draw as those two for Simon Olsen We'll go 9, 10, 10. Curtis 10, 10, 9.
Lige.
What are you hearing in the coach's box?
He just said they are even. They're tied. Just saying that
Men samme
he
rytme
have to
igen.
be calm and
Masser af tid.
doing the
Helt
same
med.
rhythm.
Masser af
He
energi.
got a lot of time. It's not a problem with the time.
Simon is someone pretty good in his coach's box, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually also have Damsbo behind of me.
Martin
Or I
Damsbo.
would be behind of him if he's shooting.
Kicking off end number 2.
There you go.
Masser af tid. Arbejde med skuddet hele vejen. Masser af tid.
Curtis.
Værsgo.
Keep them up there, buddy. Keep them up.
Stærk skud. Lige mod midten. Lige mod midten. Arbejde med det. Yep. Godt skud, Simon. God buarm. God power. Lige mod midten. Arbejde med det.
So they're shooting a trigger, and the hard part with trigger is when you get nervous, you might want to punch it, and don't like normally you're supposed to just like put your finger on the
What's up?
trigger and like make the shot go off like naturally. Don't like force it to go off.
That's what Martin's telling
Yeah.
Simon at this point.
Yeah, and they get nervous, and then the problems start to be that they are scared to make the shot, and then whenever they feel like they are close enough to the middle, they just punch it, and then it'll never be good. I have been there. I've tried it many times, and it's not good. It's not even a good feeling. It's
No.
Træk vejret godt.
All right, so we're all tied up after official scoring is in the books.
Simon. Et
We
væk.
have a good look
Lad mig
at
hænge.
American Curtis Broadnax. As you can see, yeah, you definitely can
there's
see that,
no
can't you?
reaction in the shot. It's just. I believe he's shooting a trigger. I'm not totally sure actually, but it looks a lot like it's a trigger.
Back to live action.
Yeah, that is a trigger. He's moving quite a lot his hand. He's moving it like
There
down.
it is. There it is. Now you're in the groove.
Stærk skud lige mod midten. Arbejde med det. Yep.
Great shot to answer.
Halv skarp klok til det.
Good job, man. Looking good, Curtis. 10's a 10.
Lige mod midten. Arbejde med det. Lige mod midten. 10, 9. Yep.
Beautiful
God
shot
power. God energi.
from Olsen.
Træk vejret.
Yeah. Good
That'll
job,
catch
man.
it.
That's a 30, buddy.
Stærk skud. Lige mod midten. Yep.
This is for gold for the compound junior men.
Med at trække på.
10s across the board. So we'll stay tied up at 87.
On the left-hand side.
And yeah, the replay that we saw before, you could definitely see some movement punching that trigger.
But hey, just hang in there. You're doing it right. You're doing it right.
We know Curtis knows how to shoot. Obviously,
30 to
he's
30.
the
This morning
reigning
will last all
outdoor
night.
junior world champion. Trying to be the indoor junior champion as well.
Ja.
You can see they're taking a look at those carbon fiber arrows. Sometimes there might be some residuals on those arrows, so you just want to clean it off and make sure that you have the
I
cleanest.
think with these target, it's kind of burning on the arrows, and when you draw it back on the rest, they might be jumping or falling off the
Yeah.
rest, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah, you'd be amazed. An incredible amount of heat is generated once those arrows are slowed down by that target. And with those carbon arrows, you can feel it when you pull it out. You can feel the heat on that arrow. So sometimes the material in the targets will melt onto that carbon shaft. number 4 of 5 in regulation, and we're all tied up at 87 apiece.
That's it. Good job, man. Good job.
God power lige mod midten. Arbejd med det. Lige mod midten. Yep. Fint
Just
skud.
under also.
Ten. Good job. Same spot. Good job.
Lige mod midten. Tro på det. Arbejd med det.
That's close. Yeah, I'm not really sure. He's like moving his head down also.
Værsgo. Stærk skud lige mod midten. Arbejd med det. Hele vejen.
All right, so on the scoreboard, it's very interesting, Stefan, because you have 9 asterisks 10 for Olsen, and you have 10, 9 asterisks 9 for Broadnax. So although we look tied, the judge is really going to have that decision.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's weird, right? Never been in
10. Nine.
So it looks like a 10-10-9 call.
He got Jesse Broadwater to pull his arrows.
That's pretty good.
Not a bad guy to do that.
Not a bad guy to do that. So, and Simon also got one of his calls as a 10.
10,
So
buddy.
we're all
10,
tied
10,
at 116. They're just going back and forth, taking a look at the history of this as we head into the final arrows of regulation. It's 29-29, 28-28, 30-30, 29-29.
Sometimes it happens like that. So when the other guy
Alright,
shoots a
Curtis,
9,
nice and easy, man.
you don't
You know it?
follow up. Like you don't shoot the 10. You just like making mistakes. And if the other guy shoots well, you're like, okay, I'll do the same.
This could come down literally to a millimeter. An arrow call.
Could be we're gonna get a shoot off in this one.
That's it. You got it, bud.
It's
Right
all
there.
10. Entire crowd on the edge of their seats.
Masser af tid. Arbejd lige mod midten. Arbejd med det. Lige
That
under.
one a little low.
That's it. You got it, Curtis. Looking good, buddy. One more time.
Stærk skud lige mod midten. Masser af tid.
He's just saying he needs to make a strong shot
Godt skud.
right
God power.
into the middle.
En mere af dem.
Because he knows that he's aiming a little low and he's trying to tell him to.
A 10 would win it for
Hold it.
Curtis.
Goes
It's all right.
high. 10 to shoot off now.
10 for a shoot off.
Stærk
9
skud
gives it to
lige mod
Curtis.
midten. Arbejd med det. God tid.
And we are going to a shoot off. Whoa. Unbelievable match, back and forth. It's been tied every single end of this compound junior men's gold match. All right, Stefan, since you're here, give us the rundown. It's our first shoot off of the day. How does it work?
Yeah, so it's one arrow closest to the middle. They have to shoot in the middle target. Curtis, I believe, is gonna start. I think Curtis is starting. Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Sometimes it's better to be first. Sometimes it's better to be last. It just depends what kind of person you are.
So you have to say that Curtis really put the pressure on Simon here, as Simon shot 9-10. Curtis started off 10-10. But it was that falter, and Simon Olsen stepped up on that last arrow and absolutely drilled it to force a shoot-off.
Donut,
And
man.
indeed, it's going to be Curtis Broadnax going first
Donut.
in this particular situation. Do you like or not like going first?
Shoot off, I don't really know. Usually I will go second in the matches, and then I'll also go second in the shoot off. So whoever has the highest score from qualifying is gonna decide who's starting the match, and then he also decides
Good,
if the
Curtis.
shoot off gonna happen.
Bring it
It'll be
home,
the
man.
same as in the
Din bane,
beginning.
din line.
So Curtis
Here we go.
was first ranked
Bane.
compared to Simon, and then he decided that he will start. That's usually what people does.
Masser af tid. Værsgo.
Closest to the middle, plenty of room.
Stærk skud. Lige mod midten. Lige mod midten. Arbejde. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's going to be closest to the middle for Simon Olsen from Denmark, and he will take the gold medal in the compound junior men's gold medal match. And it is official. From Denmark,
Venter lige rundt og så op med buen.
We got a gold medal here then. That's perfect.
yeah.
We didn't have the best.
Denmark, you mean?
Yeah, we didn't have the best World Championship so far, so Simon is helping us to make it perfect now.
Simon, 18 years old.
He should have one more also.
Det er det. Alt det tættest
2020,
midtenkonkurrence
he will
virkede,
be
hva'?
junior still, I think.
Yep. So this will go along with his 2017 World Archery European Indoor Championship, where he won it in team competition. 2016, he finished third in team competition in the European Youth Archery Championships. So Simon Olsen making a name for himself in archery, coming all the way from Denmark to the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championships here in Yankton, South Dakota in the United States. We're at the NFA Easton Yankton Archery Center as we take a look at the final rankings for the compound junior men. And Simon Olsen from Denmark, Curtis Broadnax and Remy Leonard will be on the podium. Ethan King will finish in fourth, and on down through the list of our competitors. And let's take a look at some of these highlights that we saw during this match. Stefan, this archer looked really composed under the pressure.
He is pretty good under pressure. He, a couple of times in the senior category, he beat some of the good guys. Got in, I think he got silver in nationals one time.